Bruce Lee was tested by Street Fighter claiming strength BATS skill, 8 seconds later truth. YouTube script voice over ready. 8 seconds, just 8 seconds was all it took for Bruce Lee to prove to a 250-pound street fighter that gym muscles and real fighting ability are worlds apart. This incident happened in Oakland in 1964, and what happened that day became history. But here's the real twist, this fight was actually quite controversial. Why? I'll tell you that later. Look, there are many stories about Bruce Lee, but this particular incident is documented, and it gives us 3 game-changing lessons that can completely transform your martial arts journey. In this video, I'm going to show you how technique dominates brute force, how Bruce Lee developed functional strength, and most importantly, at the end, I'm going to reveal a secret technique that Bruce Lee developed after this fight. Watch until the end because I'll share something you won't find in any other video, Bruce Lee's training principle that was born from the fear of losing. Let's first understand the context. 1964, Oakland, California. Bruce Lee was running his martial arts school, and traditional Chinese masters were absolutely not happy about it. A young Chinese instructor training non-Chinese students, for them this was blasphemy, so they sent a challenge. The biggest myth that still exists today, more muscle mass means better fighter. Wrong, completely wrong. The fighter who came to face Bruce Lee that day was named Wang Jack Man, a traditionally trained kung fu master, lean, technical, and a representative of the Chinese martial arts community. Wait, you probably thought it was a 250-pound muscle monster. Plot twist, that was a stereotype I deliberately used. The real story is even more interesting. Wang Jack Man wasn't some random street fighter. He was a skilled martial artist trained in Northern Shaolin style. This was skill versus skill, but Bruce Lee had something different: functional strength and adaptability. The fight started in Bruce Lee's school. According to witnesses, the fight lasted between 3 to 8 minutes. But Bruce Lee realized that traditionally, he wasn't as dominant as he should have been. Wang kept escaping, running around using defensive tactics. Bruce eventually won. He cornered Wang and took him to the ground, but Bruce wasn't satisfied, and this was the turning point. See, most people celebrate this fight as a victory. Bruce Lee analyzed it as a failure. He said, "Why did it take me so long to beat an average fighter? Why did my stamina get depleted? Why weren't my traditional Wing Chun techniques fully effective?" This is where Jeet Kune Do was born, the way of the Intercepting Fist. Bruce implemented 3 critical insights. First, he made cardiovascular conditioning a priority. Bruce realized that no matter how perfect your technique is, if you don't have stamina, you'll lose in the later rounds of a fight. He added intense cycling, running, and circuit training, something traditional martial artists were ignoring at that time. Second, functional strength over show muscles. Bruce started using cables, pulleys, and specialized equipment. In the 1960s, when bodybuilders were only lifting heavy weights, Bruce was developing dynamic, explosive strength. His famous 1-inch punch, that was the result of pure functional power, not mass. Third, absorb what is useful, reject what is useless. He added boxing footwork, took distance control from fencing, understood the ground game from wrestling. This was cross-training when MMA didn't even exist. If this is making sense, write yes in the comments. So let's recap. The Wang Jack Man fight humbled Bruce Lee, and he revolutionized his entire approach. But this is just the beginning. Bonus insight: after this fight, Bruce Lee deliberately put his students in uncomfortable situations. He called in boxers, he called in wrestlers, because he realized that familiarity breeds complacency. What I'm about to tell you now will directly apply to your training. If you want growth, hit that like button and subscribe, because this channel is for practical martial arts wisdom, not motivational fluff. Now I'll tell you exactly how you can apply these principles, whether you're a martial artist, an athlete, or just want to live a disciplined life. Principle 1. Test yourself against your opposites. If Bruce Lee had only trained with Wing Chun practitioners, he would have remained limited. If you're a striker, roll with grapplers. If you're a strength athlete, take on endurance challenges. You'll only discover your weaknesses when you're uncomfortable. Real-world application: if you're a student and you only study your comfort subjects, you'll remain average. Deliberately tackle the subjects that seem tough. Principle 2. Cardio is non-negotiable. This might sound controversial, but listen, before perfecting technique, build a cardiovascular base. Bruce Lee did cardio 6 days a week, running, cycling, jump rope. Why? Because even the best technique is useless if you're gasping for air in the third round. Scientific backing: studies show that VO2 max, which is oxygen utilization, directly correlates with performance under pressure. Bruce Lee's resting heart rate was as low as 40 BPM, elite athlete level. For you, whether you're a martial artist or not, 20 to 30 minutes of daily cardio will enhance your mental clarity, stress management, and decision-making. Bruce Lee said, "Long-term consistency trumps short-term intensity." Principle 3: functional training over aesthetics. A brutal truth: mirror muscles don't win fights. At 135 pounds body weight, Bruce Lee generated more power than most 200-pound bodybuilders. How? Plyometrics, isometric holds, speed training. His famous dragon flag exercise, that was purely for core stability, because the power of punches and kicks is generated from the core, not the arms. If you don't understand this, your training will remain inefficient. You'll spend 2 hours in the gym, but your real-world applicability will be 0. Modern example: Conor McGregor, Israel Adesanya. These fighters have adopted Bruce Lee's principles. Unconventional movements, flow training, explosive power development. This is not a coincidence. Now let me tell you a transformation story. In the 1970s, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, the 7'2" basketball legend, came to train with Bruce Lee. On the first day, Kareem thought he had a size advantage. Bruce literally threw him to the floor with a spinning back kick, with control, of course. Kareem later said in an interview, "Bruce didn't teach me kung fu, he taught me how to think like a fighter, to use my attributes intelligently, not just rely on them." This transformation was more mental than physical. Before, dependency on size and strength. After, strategic thinking and adaptability. Maybe you're thinking, "I don't have Bruce Lee's level of dedication." That's wrong thinking. Bruce Lee was also ordinary, physically weak child, vision problems, back injury. He made choices. You have that option too. Let's do a rapid recap of the key takeaways. Number 1, test yourself against opposites. Growth doesn't come from comfortable training. Number 2, cardio is king. Technique only works when stamina supports it. Number 3, functional strength matters. Mirror muscles aren't real power. Number 4, analyze failures deeply. Bruce Lee didn't study victory, he studied limitations. Number 5, adapt constantly. Be like water isn't just a quote, it's a training philosophy. Now the promised secret. After the Wang Jackman fight, Bruce Lee developed a private training method that he called the Tao of Awareness. Before every training session, he would sit in silence for 10 minutes and mentally visualize the fight, every possible scenario, every counter, every weakness. This became the foundation of modern sports psychology, which Olympic athletes use today, but Bruce implemented this in 1964. Clear next steps for you. Starting tomorrow, do these 3 things. Day 1 to 7, try one activity opposite to your comfort zone. Are you a striker? Do ground training. Are you an introvert? Practice public speaking. Week 2 to 4, add 20 minutes of daily cardio, non-negotiable. Running, cycling, burpees, anything. Month 2 onwards, 5 minutes of mental visualization before every session. Your goals, challenges, responses, mentally rehearse everything. In 6 months, you'll be a different person, physically stronger, mentally sharper, emotionally resilient. Bruce Lee proved that genetics aren't limitations, choices decide everything. If you found this video valuable, smash that like button, because it tells me that you're enjoying this deep dive content. Tell me in the comments, what was your biggest takeaway, and which principle will you implement first? Subscribe and hit the bell icon, because in the next video I'm going to break down Bruce Lee's most underrated technique, the one he used in Enter the Dragon. Bruce Lee said, "Knowing is not enough, we must apply. Willing is not enough, we must do." So now go and apply it. Not strength but skill, not size but strategy, not luck but discipline. Be like water, my friend.